Okay, I'm going to say import turtle as usual that we use always, and then say messy equal turtle dot method turtle with the T capital. And I'm going to import random as well because I'm going to use random choice. I will tell you how if you don't know or it's the new things for you. So let's see what I have. So I have an apple. Really? You hate apple or you like apple? So we have apple from Nick and Ari as well, so Adi as well. So both of you choose apple. Your sister. Okay, I should say apart from human. Human couldn't go there.
Okay.
Human and animals. No, animals could be. Yeah, animals could be there. So we accepted things, stuff, and animals, but not human. Poor sister. Okay. A camera, cool. To get into from moon, sure, that's a good idea. A fish tank is a good. See that the fish could be survived over there without any air. We don't need air at the moon for fish because it's in the water, so maybe it's a good idea. Okay, so I'm going to make a list. So if you remember how we make a list, the same that I'm going to just make a variable. It's called spaceship, and we're going to say equal square bracket. So when I'm going for the guys that don't know about how we make a list, I'm going to say we just make the same things that we done for variables, and then instead of just saying something, I need to put a square bracket here, and inside the bracket I'm going to put your stuff in the quotation. So the first things, both of you guys, Adi and Nick, choose apple, so I'm say answer 2 apple. 2 apples. And sorry, not your sister, we couldn't take her. And okay, banana. 1 banana here. What else? Camera. 1 camera. Do you have any specific brand of camera you want?
Not really.
Professional one? Let's say, do you want professional or simple camera?
Like a professional one, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, let's say professional camera. So what else we have? Each of you need to give me two actually items that I can put it here. So because I have 1 items that is 2 apples, so you need to give me another items. Nick and Eddie already give me the other one. So Karen already gave me 2. So Eddie, one of you guys give me another one. Nick, you need to give me some items because I didn't accept your sister. Don't. Okay. fish tank. So my spaceship is ready to go. Just before that, okay, cool. Now I'm going to use random to ask computer randomly choose which item is accepted to put it in the spaceship and put it in the moon actually. So because already we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need another one items. I need 6 items. Each of you 2. Give me the other item.
Yeah, but two of us said apples.
Yeah, it's okay, but give me another one because I need 6 items. Yeah. Everybody. One of you guys. Okay, and ants, really? Okay, I add. Now it's too many. Okay, can I add a car?
You can expand it.
Yeah, I can expand it. Let's see, but okay.
Yeah, but I mean Python so that it's across the whole screen.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Okay, you can see it better. And then I'm going to say print random dot choose. So here I'm going to ask the computer to just randomly give me one of those. That let's see who's gonna win in a spaceship and put it in the moon. So, for example, print. Okay, let me run it. So who win? Who was the car for? So the car is win.
Yeah, that was me.
Karen. Okay, Karen win. Your car in the moon. Your car is in the moon now. That's a big. How we carry the car? This might be a small car. It's a toy.
Maybe a toy car.
Maybe a toy car, but yeah. They put it in a spaceship and put it on the moon. Cool. Let's see. Who's the next winner? 1, 2, 3. Stone. Who was Stone? Say Nick. Okay. Cool. Nick is the second winner. Let's see who's the third winner. 1, 2, 3. Again, a car. You're lucky. Okay. You're lucky. Good. Let's go on. Any question, guys, you have, or do you want to write it down and see what you're gonna give? You can put your options.
I've done it.
You don't, you know, I know. Okay, cool. What items you have? The same or you change?
Yeah, I've just got the same.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. What about you, Nick?
I've done it as well.
Okay, so if everybody finished, who wants to share with us? You can see who's the fourth winner. Would like to
The
share?
camera.
Okay, but do you like to share it with us? Share your screen, or I mean, your code.
Yeah, I'll
No?
do mine.
Eddie, go first.
So here's the code.
That's nice. Like it. Banana. Who was choose banana?
Oh, might have been mine as well.
Okay. Cool. Good job. You use cargo. Cool. Okay, what's you put it in a wild tree. Cool. Good job. You already know some different methods. Excellent. You can keep it. It's okay. Thank you. Let's go on.
What do you?
Okay, let's keep going. Not my whole screen. I'm looking for see that if it's something that we can work on it, or we already finished everything. But we can have some games. So let's see. did we work with actually text adventure last time? We had
Yeah.
say left, right. Okay, so because I work with you, Josh, and I don't want to repeat it again for you, but other guys doesn't know that.
I can post the code or something.
Would you like to share it? Yeah, cool. Could you share? Yes. Guys, have a look here. We have a game. So we say, what is your name? And then say, greeting, let's go on an adventure. Only enter the options available or the game will end. You are on the edge of the forest. Can you get through? Would you like to go into the forest? Enter yes or no. Say yes. You go into the forest. In front of you is a stone with two weapons. Which one do you want? Enter sword or bow. So you say bow. You choose the bow. The path splits in front of you. To the left is a bear. To the right, it's pitch black. Enter right or left. Say left. You see the bear. The brandish your bow and fight. You have no arrows. You are eaten. Game over. Okay. Would you like to share the code as well? How was it look like? So the guys see who can copy it. See the code in including a function. So I'm going to say at the beginning. So we have a greeting prints and say let's go and on an adventure, and then some blah blah things, and then say make a function. So
I just added this in myself.
oh
to
yeah,
make it easier to ask stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's perfect. And then he said, yeah, he make a function which is called question print enter. So when you say, okay, what's this A1? It's the question A1 and or A2. Cool. You put it in a different function. Nick, do you know about function? How we define a function?
Not really, but
It's a so go with the beginning. So the question from the beginning that it's put in comments. Say yeah, question: would you like to go into the forest? And if the response equal yes, that when we say, so when we use two equal signs, that means we want to compare to both sides. So we say response is inside the response variable is yes or no. But when we put just one equal, it's different things. That means we put the value inside the variables. So the difference between comparing and defining a variable is like that. So here when in if we use two equal signs, that means we comparing to both sides to each other. But the difference, so for example, when we say here, where is the variable you use here? Yeah, like weapons. So weapons equal response. That's one is variables. Could you tell me another variables that's used here? Yeah, that's it. And what's the condition that we use whenever we say more than, for example, here when say if, back to the beginnings part. So when we say if response double equal yes, it's going to print us you go into the forest. Else if we say LA, otherwise, so if the response wasn't yes, it's going to say check, it's going to say if response equal no. So sometimes the customer put yes, sometimes no, and then if it's no, print, then you are not ready, goodbye, with the name that we ask at the beginning. And then quit. So this times we say quit to the function finish here, and it's not going to the else line, it's going to be quitted, it's going to be go to choose a weapon part. But if sometimes, you know, user doesn't put yes or no, so put the nonsense thing, so that at that time we say we use else. So if it's not none of those, neither yes nor no, is going to else, say print else if didn't understand you, I didn't understand you, game over, big name. So it's a good example of how we use if, else if, and else. And we can say quit in else as well, but it doesn't matter here. The next part is choose a weapon. We say question after we actually ask the user that do you want to go to the forest or not, and then you say grab a weapon. So in front of you is a stone with two weapons. That's this, and then the weapon is say equal response. What's response here? The response is something that we ask. Yeah, you put it there. If we ask it from the customer with input, you can put input in after weapon, like say weapon equal input the question. So how the question coming? Could you, Adi, could you write in front of weapon the things that coming? Like say weapon equal, so instead of response for now to just guys understand the part. So say weapon equal input. Adi, could you do it? Could you after weapon? Could you say weapon equal input? So I want to show the guys that how we use input. So input and what's inside you use. Yeah. Use the question that, yeah, like that. Okay. Cool.
I've just done it like this because I have a function.
Yeah, it's because Eddie used function, so you can put it back. Thanks. And then instead of saying that, you just say with less code. He used less code with saying just response, but he defined it at the beginning, at the top in function, question function. And then it say if and say if, where is it? Okay, choose a weapon and say if response here. So response now is different things that we have in beginning part. So the response gets a different value. It's before it was yes or no. Now it's sword or bow. So you say if response equal double equals sword or response double equal bow. If one of those, they say just you choose this particular chosen weapon. Else, so we don't use else if here because we don't need it because he actually put in the same time with or. So, and at the end, so the else range, do you guys like to write it down now, or
I was
you want
thinking
me to go
I could
through all
list it on the
parts?
chat.
Yeah, could you do it? Yeah, please. I think you couldn't send it at all together. Let's try. If you're not, just put it part by part. Send it by part.
Yeah. I accidentally did that one twice.
It's okay, we're gonna figure out. You can copy, for example, 10 lines, not just one line by one line or more even. Try see if you can copy all and then paste it here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you. I think, is it all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Guys, copy and paste it, and then work it at home. Work it later, because we're going to do another games, because Eddie already are more than one step forward of more. So we shouldn't respect Eddie. Always been in on time and always being present. Just remember to put import part as well at the beginning. So you need to just revise both Nick and Karen. You need to just revise it before run it.
What?
You need to revise it before run it. So just remember to put import and the other things as well. All good? Did you finish your copy and paste and save your file? Not yet. Nick and Karen, you don't need to do anything else. You just copy and paste it in new file and save it. And then I'm going to start a new game. All good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's do the other one. I'm going to say import random and use the variable as questions. So tell me the question before I'm going to get into this is a kind of part of a list question. So what is the third planet from the sun? Who knows?
The third.
What is the third planet from the sun?
It's Earth.
Yeah, it's Earth, exactly.
Oh, I don't remember.
Now you know. Now you know. I'm using a different list bar by saying like that. Let's see. I'll show you how to use it now. Here's what is the name of something orbiting a planet?
Sunlight.
I wrote it down. What is the name of something orbiting no. Who knows the answer?
A moon, satellite.
Sorry?
A moon or satellite.
Yeah, it could be satellite as well. But so what we have what's the planet that's not a planet. There's things that we have around the Earth that going around us. We can see it at the night time.
Moons.
Yeah, moon. So the moon is something that orbiting around the planet. I put the answer here like that. So if you mention it, I will explain it after. What planet has rings around it?
Saturn.
Neptune does too, though.
Saturn, that's a right answer.
I think Neptune does as well, though.
Yeah, that's true. I just say one of those. Close that. And close the bracket. And I'm going to use score as a variable and put the initial value as 0. Now introduction. So I'm going to say the introduction for my game. Say the name. It's just get the name again. What's your name? Nate, how we use, how we break a line and put the cursor at the second line. Here, if I say, yeah, sure. Should be inside, sorry. Okay. Hello. I put a space that print out in a nice type. Hello, name, and then welcome to space quiz. Space quiz. You can name your actually game as a space quiz as well. So I put the loop here by saying while then question. The question is type of list, and it's that I show you here, and I use len. The len of question, so that means it's 3 times. It's bigger than 0. So I'm going to convert. Convert the dictionary keys to list and pick random question. So the question is random dot choose that we use, and then I'll convert the dictionary keys. So this type of question, this type of variable, it's called dictionary key. You might be see it in the next term, but for now it's good to know how you use it. So list and list is questions dot keys. Get the answer that question. How? It's saying answer equal questions question. So now I changed the question that was dictionary key to a list. Now I can use as a list here. If you couldn't understand yet, I am going to back and explain every part. Don't worry about that. Just keep going and say what we have. Player takes guess. So the guess variable is equal input, the question that we have, with just an enter. Right. So go to the next line and check if yes is right. By saying if yes dot lower equal answer dot lower, so print it as it's correct. And score b plus equal 1. So score is going up 1 time every time that the answer is true. And else, if the question, the guess wasn't the same as answer, so it's going to reprint.
It's saying invalid syntax for me.
Which part?
For where you're defining the dictionary, it's saying invalid syntax on the colon.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Just let me finish this part and I back to the first and I run it, see what's telling me here. The answer was answer and dot. Okay. Let me run it. Okay. So mine it's work. Yours is saying I'm gonna check it later with you as well. So let me just, when you finish writing till now, I'm going back to explain you what does it mean, this part. Eddie, would you like to send it by chat, your error, whatever you got, or your code?
It's having the error here.
This part tell you an error?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you put comma after each part, each line? So with separating, so you didn't put comma with separating each part. Just the last one doesn't need a comma.
Mine, the first bit is working with mine, but the second bit doesn't work. It says
okay, that's fine. Before we going to see your course, I'm going to explain. So what does it mean, this kind of dictionary key variables? So this kind of type, we define it like this. So for example, so the same question. So each question has a value, has a key and value. So I'll show you how. So we define it like the same variable we have, but we're using the kind of this bracket, what we call it. Do you know, guys, how we call this quotation? Oh, what is called this one? I don't know. But there's a different that we use this symbol, and then we say key. So the key, it's something that we use, and every key has an value, and we separate each part, each item by comma. So each key could be number, could be string, and this one value could be, I put it in a different way. So the key, I just want to show you how we define a dictionary key. So every part, every item that we have, it has a key and a value. And it's separated each item with comma that looks like the same that we have in list. And then again, key, column, value. And again, key, column, value. And then close the part. So the dictionary keys, each item has one key and one value. The value is belonging to the key. For example, here, this question has an answer by saying heirs. So the heirs answer is belonging to this question, not the other question, just this question. And so like that. So just remember, I put it as a just explanation here. Just remember that each dictionary key, we use one key and one value. So how we use it, as you see, after we define the dictionary key, we use it like saying question. Okay. Let me check. It should be questions because here I use question. So if it should be question the same as we use it here. So if you had a mistake, typo mistake like me, just correct it. The questions. So how we use it, I say questions dot key. For example, like that. And put it in, for example, as a variable. So the answer, that is the value, it's questions.key. And then the things that is similar, you know, that's all things. And then I'm use the len of question. What does it mean? How many time or how many items there is in question?
3.
3. So yeah, it's going through 3 times. So while length, that's the length of questions 3 times. It's counting how many items there is here and put it there. And the same that we have, we use random choose that we use in spaceship to pick us one of the keys. And I'm used list here because I'm going to change question keys. That is the kind of dictionary key to a list. So it's convert my dictionary key to a list. See how after that I used question, a square bracket, and question. So the same that we had before to use a list. To use when we use list, we use like that because I converted and then put it in the answer.
Another bit's not working for me. Or it says
See,
question equals random dot choice. It's not working.
did you
Well,
put C?
that actually
have
where it says answer equals questions question, it says like DICT object is not callable.
Okay, could you send it to me? And how remember and don't forget to change the question. We have 2 different variables. So we have questions with S, and here we have question. Yeah, just don't mix it up. So question here and then questions. Could you send it to me as well? And then I will see what's your mistakes. Nick, do you want to say which line has a problem for you as well? You can send it to me as well, or share your screen. Which one is more comfy for you?
It says questions is not defined.
Oh, okay. Remember, have a look. I said questions. We have with S,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and then here, just question. You too. So you have to change your first questions with S. Just put questions. The first variable you use, the dictionary key, it's questions. And when we convert it, we say question. And what is, okay. So when you convert it to a list, you put it in the variable called question, not you put it in a queue. Adi, do you want to change it? Say, I just say instead of the first line after while, say question equal random.
I like this.
Yeah, but and then an answer should be in a square bracket. So say answer equal questions, bracket, square bracket, and then put the question, not Q. So whenever you use Q, just replace it with question. And then just use square bracket. Does it work for you, Nick?
For me, it doesn't stop after 3.
Yeah, same.
So I'm going to send it. I'm going to send it to all you guys because we already run out of time, and we're going to continue next session. This one.
Okay.
I send it by chat. You copy and get it, and you will see. Before paste it, have a look. What's the difference between your code and my code? Make or send it on the chat. The chat room. You will see. All good? Did you get it?
No, I see no difference.
So just copy it and put in a different copy and have it, because I'm going to close it and you're going to miss it. So just copy and paste it in a new file and have a precise look.
Yours goes on infinitely as well. It doesn't stop after you answer the thread, and it just keeps.
It doesn't stop because it's in the while loop. Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been told to stop after
It's,
3 yet.
it's okay, as long as you don't have any error, that's fine, because we're going to continue it next session.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. Great. Everything's Nick, how's going on? It's good for you? Did you get it? Okay, cool. Adi, are you good?
I'm still copying it.
Okay, cool. In your time, you can work on the previous code that you save it as a what is called as forest game. So have a look, run the game and see what you like, and have a look in the code. Karen and Nick. All good?
Yeah.
Everybody, do you have any questions?
No.
No.
No, all good, Karen. All good, Nick. All good, Eddie. Thanks. See you next session. Have fun and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.